Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for our next goldsmithing quest, the first goldsmithing quest of Heavensward. And our daily minion is Whisper from the Yokai Watch event. Alright, hello Serendipity, how's it been? Have you finally gotten rid of that horrible mammoth yet? Serendipity would like to introduce you to a certain someone. Satora, just the woman I was hoping to see, and I'm not saying that just to be nice. Mind you, I do pride myself on being nice. You recruit more apprentices with honey than vinegar after all. But where was I? Oh, of course. There's a certain someone I'd like to introduce you to. A special someone at that. His name is Marcel, and he's in charge of handling commissions from some of SJM's most prestigious clients. We're talking the elite of the elite here. Marcel's clients expect nothing less than the finest, which means that Marcel trusts only our guild's most accomplished to fill his orders. Getting the call from Marcel is a sure sign that you've made it in the goldsmithing world. But I'm sure you can see where this is going, Satora. It seems your fine work has earned you something of a reputation. With that, plus a vote of confidence from little old me, Marcel has personally requested your services for his latest commission. Why, he's waiting for you at Eshtame's Aesthetics even as we speak. You're excited, aren't you? I know I'm excited. Ooh, we got a personal commission from some real wealthy person. Alright, that could earn us a lot of... oh god. That could earn us a lot of money. Let's see what that's all about. Hello there, Marcel. Nancy, is it? I am Marcel of Eshtame's. Charmed, I'm sure. Doubtless you have already heard from Mr. Serendipity, and in far too many words. I will be brief. A most important client of mine has commissioned a work of supreme significance, and you will have the privilege of contributing to its creation. Note that I say contribute. I ask you not to take full responsibility, a task which would doubtless prove beyond you at this stage of your career. Yes, you need not fear, for I will be here to guide you in every step of the process. To help you grow from a mere craftsman to a creator of genius, as it were. With that, let us get down to business. The order comes from the wife of a high-ranking officer of the Immortal Flames. The anniversary of their bonding draws near, and this most refined madam would gift her beloved spouse with a memento of singular beauty and meaning. As the lady tells it, her husband is a hardened warrior who, despite his lofty rank, rarely leaves the front lines, where he tirelessly leads his men against the Amalja. Their anniversary day will mark a brief but welcome respite from the battlefield, his first in moons. As for the exact nature of the gift, she entrusts this entirely to us, as my clients are wont to do. Most believe that no mundane idea of their own could compete with the sheer genius and inspiration of Eshtame's agents and artisans, an assumption which is true more often than not. But what shall we create, At times like this, I think back to the words of my mentor, a renowned goldsmith I had the honor of working with when first I came to Eshtame some years ago. To give form to that which is formless and breathe a warm, beating heart into the coldest of metal. This is the goldsmith's true calling, the master would always say. His words have never failed to inspire me, and I trust they will do the same for you. And yet rare indeed is it that that inspiration comes entirely from within. In my own experience, I have found that reflecting upon these words in the company of trusted friends and colleagues oft proves enlightening. Being a woman's gift, perhaps Mr. Serendipity and Miss Modi at the Quicksand might have some insight to share. What say you consult them and return here with your impressions? Alright, I suppose we can go ask them for ideas. I do wish that we had a little bit more to go on than just you figure it out, but sure. You. Oh, Satora, back so soon? I trust you've met with Marcel, yes? Is he still wearing that silly monocle? He says this to make him look more refined, that he might better impress his customers. Just between you and me, I find it oh so slightly pretentious, but oh yes, do tell me about your assignment. To give form to that which is formless and breathe a warm beating heart into the coldest of metal. Why, that was the very challenge my master posed to me when I set off on my own as a goldsmith. It would seem his words resonated deeply with Marcel as well. To realize that ideal in one's own work is a sign of a truly first-rate goldsmith, or so my master always said. That said, it is quite the riddle, is it not? That which is formless. Riddle, schmiddle, colors, scents, songs. Why, I could name 1,000 formless things in the time it would take for you to get your hammer out of your... You can stop right there, Gigi. That said, there's at least a smidgen of truth in what he says. There are all sorts of formless things that could be given form, which means that there's no single right answer. Form to the formless. It's up to you to find an answer to this riddle that will use your talents to the fullest and please your customer to boot. But if anyone can do it, Satora, you can. Why, I can scarcely wait to see what you come up with. have an idea coming to mind, but it's not... I'm not quite sure how we could give form to it. Let's go see what Momodi has to say. But the initial idea coming to mind is, love itself is technically formless. Well, unless you count the chemicals that comprises it. So, since it's an anniversary gift, it would make sense to try and find some way to give form to their love, but that requires knowing the details of their relationship. We would want to find something special to them. If it ain't Satora, wait, don't tell me. Come to consult with yours truly in matters of the heart, mayhap. Not very far from the truth. I'm looking to give form to the Formless for an anniversary gift. Work, you say? Well, that ain't half as fun now, is it? But I reckon I still might be able to give you, to help you some. Not that I'm much of an expert on gift giving, mind you. If I were, like as not, I wouldn't be standing behind this counter alone, if you catch my meaning. Many say it's best to go straight to the source, but things ain't always so simple. Just ask one of my regulars. She asked her beau what he wanted for his name day, and do you know what he said? A fond memory, mayhap. A memory! They don't sell those at Eshtame's last I checked. Which isn't to say that I don't understand what he was getting at. In the end, it's not the gift itself that matters, but the feelings behind it. Hardened warrior or no, when he returns from the battlefield to see his beloved waiting for him with open arms, he'll be moved by anything she has to offer. That said, when a gift's got too much emotion wrapped up in it, it can be quite a burden for the recipient to bear. Take my old hairpin, which sat sealed away out of sight until I worked up the courage to face my true feelings. But this customer of yours and her husband are getting on in their years, no? Strikes me the ideal gift would be one that serves to reaffirm the bonds they already share. A keepsake of sorts would call to mind the day when the spinner first brought them together. Seems to me that'd be as good a starting point as any, wouldn't you say? I mean, that's basically what I was thinking. But again, that requires actually speaking with the clients and learning more about them. Alright then, let's get back to Marcel and report back. But seriously, Marcel, I could have told you this. Didn't need to go around asking people anything. Well, I guess Serendipity's thoughts did help quite a bit. And not to discount what Momodi was saying. She was reaffirming what I already thought, which is also valuable. To give form to that which is formless and breathe a warm beating heart into the coldness of metal. Well, Lancy, I trust you have given these words due thought since last we spoke. I have, but I need to talk with the clients. So you've spoken with Mr. Serendipity and Miss Momodi. Excellent, I would have your thoughts on... but that can wait. Our client honors us with her presence. Good day, Marcel. I had business nearby and thought I would pay a visit. Milady, as ever, you honor us with your presence and grace us with your beauty. And you could not have picked a better time. Allow me to introduce Miss Lancy, the goldsmith who will be assisting me in the crafting of the masterpiece to be you have ordered. To give form to that which is formless and breathe a warm beating heart into the coldness of metal. Such is the ideal we at Eshtame's strive to achieve with our work. A color has sent a melody, all lacking in form but indelibly tied to our memories. The artistic process continues to unfold as we speak, but you have my word that the finished product will be fit for one of your surpassing aesthetic sensitivities. And I am pleased indeed to hear it, but if you're trying to win my favor with those flowery words, Marcel, I fear I'm already spoken for. But speaking of memories and melodies, my husband and I have always shared a love for the ballads of the songstress of Ul'dah. We happen to know said songstress of Ul'dah, though we haven't seen her, I don't think. Where did she end up? Do we all not share such a love, milady? And yet I fear that even the most skilled goldsmith would be hard-pressed to give form to a piece of... But wait! I've got it! By Nald and by Thal, I've got it! A music box! A music box of gold! How simply divine! A music box that would play a melody from our younger days. Why, I could not have dreamed up a more perfect gift in 100 years. Your words hearten me, milady, but I must give credit where due. It is a stroke of inspiration that would not have come to me without the assistance of Miss Lancy here. Into a vessel of the purest gold we shall carve a melody that will carry you and your husband back to that precious day when the spinner guided you to each other. I fear I must ask for your patience a while longer, milady. Rest assured that we will spare no effort in creating the perfect gift for your most special of days. Alright, a music box it is then. And the next goldsmith quest will be at level 53. We're gonna hold off on that, of course. Alright then, let's go ahead and get started with today's crafting log. We've got quite a bit to craft. Goldsmith usually has more crafting recipes than other jobs, so we might be here a little bit. Alright, let's go over all the materials we are going to need for crafting this time around. We're doing level 51 to level 52 crafting for Goldsmith, including two things that are known as collectables, but we'll be getting to those just after the primary crafting portion. For everything we're going to be crafting today, we are going to need 10 fire shards, 240 wind shards, 10 water shards, 310 fire crystals, 179 wind crystals, 24 earth crystals, and 34 water crystals. In terms of actual materials, we are going to need from timed gathering. In Kurtha Central Highlands, we're going to need to mine up 6 dark steel ore. In the Churning Mist, oh, we have not actually been there yet. Fair enough. A location that we have not quite been to yet, known as the Churning Mist, is going to have have an item called Dravanian Mistletoe, of which we need 2 of it. You can just go ahead and buy that off the market board if you wish. That is what I ended up doing. It is a timed gathering node in that location. In Kurtha's Western Highlands, we have timed botany for 8 Kurthan tea leaves. Now let's start going through everything, the non-time nodes, location by location. First off, let me double check. Alright, we're going to start from our Grand Companies. From your Grand Company, using Grand Company seals, we can get 2 pudding flesh and 5 minium. Let's start with Thanolin. From Northern Thanolin, we can mine up 4 cobalt ore and 25 basilisk eggs. From Central Thanolin, we can mine up 5 rock salt. From Western Thanolin, we can mine up 2 iron ore. From Southern Thanolin, we can mine up 15 silex and 54 mithril ore. In the South Shroud, we can use botany for 2 wildfowl feathers, and mine for 15 silver ore and 5 effervescent water. In Kurtha's Central Highlands, we can mine up 21 jade. Next up, in the Kurtha's Western Highlands, we have a bunch of things we can grab. We can go fishing for 10 cloud coral at Greytail Falls. We can mine 274 mithrite sand, 72 mithrite ore, and use botany for 20 cedar logs. We can also fight enemies for 4 Yeti fangs. That'll be down by the Bed of Bones, south of the Camp River's Meat ruins. We can fight Deep Eyes just north of Falcon's Nest for 2 Deep Eye Tears. Next up, on the Icy Lake just outside of the Dusk Vigil near the northwest of Kurtha's Western Highlands, we can fight Gelato for 3 Gelato flesh. And on the southern shore of said lake, we can fight Archaeornis for 9 Archaeornis skins. Next up, in the Dravanian Forelands, we can mine up 36 raw Tiger's Eye, 21 raw agate, and 2 Dravanian Spring Water. And we can fight wyverns in the southwest corner of the area for 15 wyvern skins. That should be all of the gathering we need to do. So next up is pre-crafts. As a carpenter, we can make 4 cedar lumber, a level 51 craft. As a blacksmith or armorer, we can make 2 cobalt ingots, 2 dark steel nuggets. And then as a goldsmith, we can make 54 mithrite nuggets, which is a level 51 craft. From that, we can then make 18 mithrite ingots, which is a level 52 craft. We can continue as goldsmith to make 5 silver ingots, 25 basilisk whetstones, 21 jadeites, 7 agate, which is a level 51 craft, 12 tiger's eye, which is a level 51 craft. As a leather worker, we can make 3 archaeornis leather, which is a level 51 craft, 5 wyvern leather, which is a level 52 craft. As an alchemist, we can make 5 natron, 5 crystal glass, 1 enchanted mithrite ink, which is a level 51 craft, 1 void glue, which is a level 51 craft, and 1 holy water, which is a level 52 craft. Once we have all of those, we should have everything we need to do to craft every level 51 to 52 recipe as goldsmith, which is 35 items in the main list and 2 collectibles. I'll be back in just a moment once I have finished off my crafting in order to make those collectibles and show you what those are all about. Whew, a very, very, very long time later. That was a lot of crafting. I finally have all of the recipes complete. Looks like we ended up with 40? We ended up with 40 things in our inventory? I thought we had 37 things to craft, not 40. Or sorry, 35 things to craft. Wait, have I miscounted? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, it's 35, so it's exactly 1 page. Why did I think it was 40 per page? Anyways, yeah, no, I ended up with a full set of, a full inventory set. Most of these are going to be downgrades, lower item level than what we currently have, especially for combat jobs. These are going to be item level 115 or 125. Some of the item level 125 stuff are for jobs that we'll be getting when we get to Stormblood, so I'm going to hold on to those for later. But yeah, a lot of this is going to be downgrades. If it's a tool or a weapon, it's probably going to be a downgrade. That said, I am curious about going over all the crafter and gatherer stuff just in case. Oh, right, and Astrologian has their new weapon here. Excellent. Yeah, I want to go over all of the crafter and gatherer stuff just in case. So, yeah, item level 85 is going to be a downgrade. I checked this before. We'll need 4 materia just to catch up in the lost stats. And then that leaves us with 1 materia left for actual upgrades, so it's not really worth it. I am curious about like the armor and especially the accessories though. So goggles of crafting, item level 65. Ooh, yeah, 2 guaranteed materia slots is nice, but let's see, 1, 2, 3 materia to catch up. Then we have 2 slots that we can make progress on. So I guess that would probably be a downgrade. The gathering stuff might be an upgrade. I'll need to check that. Let's go through and look at crafting stuff first. So Yeti Fang earrings would be the first. That is actually an upgrade. Awesome. Okay. Yeti Fang earrings. Good. I'll need to figure out... Let's put that over here for now. I'll need to figure out what materia to meld to it. What else do we got? Combat, 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 combat. Okay. Is it just the earrings that we made as accessories for crafters and gatherers? I suppose so. Alright, then the next thing to look at would be... Hang on, am I... No, okay. Next thing to look at would be our gatherers. So we've got 2 things to look at here. We've got the goggles of gathering. It's down 5 item levels, but we are able at all to meld to it. Let's see. It's a loss of 6 points, which 2 materia alone would make up for. No, wait, 6 and then also the gathering and GP, so probably not worth it. I'm going to say the accessory probably will be worth it, though. Yeah, that is an objective upgrade. So, at the very least, we can upgrade our earrings. Now, that said, what materia do we actually want to put on those earrings? All my crafter and gatherer materia are going to be with my retainers, I believe. So let's go grab those. And then we can figure out what to meld to these earrings. So in terms of what we actually want to put on the earrings, that is a very, very good question. Because we've generally been fine with all of our stats. I'm crafting everything with no problem. And I'm gathering everything with no problem. Our gathering of collectibles is the main place where gathering stats are really going to matter for us right now. But all of our stats are high enough that we don't, like, extra gathering and perception aren't going to make a difference. Extra perception might help for Fisher, but that would only be when we hit level cap in the big, the big and legendary fishing. So I'm thinking for the Gatherer gear, we're gonna focus on putting GP on. We have plenty of GP materia. Yeah, let's max out our GP. Because extra gathering points is just always going to be useful for gatherers. Especially Fisher really likes having extra GP. And going from collectibles is always going to benefit from extra GP. And then I suppose we can work on... Oh, we could just completely max out the Gathering earring. Sure, why not then? If we can, we might as well. We're not going to... Great, awesome. We only need 4 material slots to max that out. We don't need to worry about it then. Awesome. Let's put that into our armory chest. Next up would be the Yeti Fang earrings for crafters. Again, like, we feel fine. It feels fine on our crafters. Like, I don't think we really need anything else except maybe more CP, and we can max that out with 2 materia, so let's do that real quick. Can we max out the other stats? We can, easily. No, wait, hang on, I was looking at the wrong thing. Craftsmanship. We can max out 1, but not both. Well, which one do we want to max out then? Actually, wait. We cannot max out control. Let's do... It really doesn't matter too much, since again, our stats are fine as is. So let's upgrade our control a little bit, then max out craftsmanship. Okay, that works. Now we just need a craftsmanship 3. And yeah, that leaves some control on the table that we could have upgraded, but it doesn't really matter all that much at this level. Again, our stats are fine. This is just providing us a little bit of extra buffer room. So let's see. We can pull the materia off of the rose gold earrings and check the stats. So this will be plus 2 GP, and 3, 6, 7, 8, 8. So same GP. Wait, plus 2 overall, but same GP from our materia. Gathering, plus 1. Perception, plus 1. Yeah, okay. Nice. Small upgrade, but not nothing. Let's pull the materia off those earrings. Maybe recycle it into something else. Honestly, probably would have been better to put a little bit extra control onto the crafting earring. Just for more net points overall. But I don't care that much. We don't need to, like, min-max this. And Fisher's really gonna enjoy that extra GP. Okay, now crafters. So yeah, let's take a look at the difference. 32 to 34, so plus 2. And then another +2, so +4 CP total. That'll put us at 350. Nice. Control 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 4. And craftsmanship 6 to 9. So I basically transferred a little bit of control into craftsmanship, is what we're saying. If I pull that craftsmanship off, then craftsmanship's the same, and I can put 4 control on for net same. Wait, hold on. It would be, yeah, for net same control. You know what? I think I might end up doing that actually. Let's pull that craftsmanship off. And replace it with a control. Perfect. Okay, yeah, that should ultimately have the same level of craftsmanship and controls before, but now we have more CP. And just to double check, 32 to 34, so +2, 4 to 6 +2. Craftsmanship 6 to 6, that's the same. Control 8, 9, 10, 11 to 8. I guess we are still losing a little bit of control no matter what. It's fine. Again, our stats are fine. Not worried about it. If we really need to start min-maxing things, I can figure that out. But we're able to hit high quality on everything with basically no risk. We have extra CP left over. We're fine. Okay, everyone gets an update, +1 average item level. And honestly, +4 CP is probably going to be way more valuable than a loss of 3 control. Alright then, awesome. That is all of our crafters updated with new gear. Now let's go ahead and take a look at crafting some collectibles. So what the heck are collectibles? Collectibles are a new thing introduced in Heavensward, which are intended to be kind of like a high-end thing for crafters, where you can make these items which are basically useless. You can't use them for anything yourself, so rarefied mithrite goggles, we can't use them like actual mithrite goggles, but as we craft them, we're going to want to try and go for maximum quality, because they have a little bit of a stat on them called collectability. And collectability is equal to their quality divided by 10 and rounded down. Now what's collectability for? Well, collectability is going to be what actually makes these valuable. Once we have finished crafting a collectible, we can bring it into one of Rowena's traders, a collectible trader, or a collectible appraiser at any major city. And they will buy these collectibles off of us. The higher the collectability, the better the rewards for selling these collectibles to them. You can see the 3 tiers are down there at the bottom of the crafting window. 117 is the lowest tier, 203 is the highest for this particular item. And the higher the tier we get, the better the rewards. The rewards specifically being something called scrip. Scrip is a Rowena exclusive currency. Once you have your scrip, you can then trade in that scrip for various nice rewards from one of Rowena's scrip exchangers. So let's go find the collectible appraiser and scrip exchanger here in Ul'dah. I'm going to say probably this way, since I didn't see them the other way. They're usually in the market area. Okay, where actually... Oh, right there. Collectible appraisers will buy our collectibles. We get 54 scrip for having the highest tier of collectability. at least for the Heavensward items. Get a ton of experience as well. And now we can go over to the script exchange here, and there are tons of rewards we can buy. Master recipes from Heavensward onwards come from the script exchange. Other things we can get include gear, which I'm not going to worry about. You can't melt it, but it is good filler gear. We also have access to various crafting materials, many of which are exclusive to Rowena's exchanges. We can buy miscellaneous goods like music furnishing, and I'm saving up for these glasses. And there's also materia you can buy. Currently have access to grade 4 and grade 5 materia. Neat! We're going to be slowly building up our script over time by just doing collectibles whenever we do a crafting or gathering episode. And we'll be slowly picking up those nice rewards as we go. Alright then, that is about it for today. Got an actual upgrade out of crafters today. That's exciting. I'll probably turn most of the remaining stuff into, I'll either desynthesize it or hand it in for Heavensward leave quests. Though a couple of those I'm gonna want to hold on to. Astrologian has a new weapon now, which is gonna be really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and pentameld that. And there's weapons for future jobs that I want to hold on to as well. So yeah, that should be about it. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, what are we doing? Probably another crafting episode, if I had to take a guess. Let's see. What specifically are we doing next? We are doing... Ooh, Leatherworker! That means I'm going to be fighting a lot of Archaeornists for their skins. Alright, I will see everyone next time for our level 50 Leatherworker quest.